Arnold, and today he's in Europe checking out this ancient temple. And it's pretty creepy in here. Hey, who turned off the light? Arnold, you better not touch anything. What's going on? Arnold, run! Mother of God, it looks like we're now in the 13th century, and we're here during the Holy Inquisition. What an awesome trip! The main mission of the Inquisition was fighting the heretics. Hey, what did Arnold even do? Ooh, I think I get it now. They mistook your phone for a weapon of black magic. The Inquisition didn't get along so well with progress. When Giordano Bruno proved that the Earth revolves around the sun, it completely contradicted Catholic ideas. Arnold, you're out of luck. In those days, all redheads were suspected of having ties with the devil. Relax. At first, they'll just question you. Take a seat and calm down. The chairs here are made of iron specifically so that they can be heated. Confessions were usually obtained through torture. You need to give up heresy, Arnold. During the time of the Inquisition, a lot of heathen rituals were mistaken for black magic. They tried to convert heathens to Catholicism. Come on, Arnold, embrace Catholicism and you'll be free. It's true the Inquisition sometimes let those truly repentant go free. Holy baloney! What now? It looks like someone reported you. People often accused others of heresy in order to get rid of them. I don't know if you can endure any more of these tortures, Arnold. Meet the Spanish boot, the heretic's fork, and the Judas cradle. Arnold, I heavily advise you to confess about everything. Okay, by signing this, you agree that you're a necromancer, a magician, and a gnome. The positive thing is that the tortures are over, and the Inquisition, in fact, did not execute people. After confessing, the offender was sentenced in a state court. Calm down, Arnie. No one will burn you. According to the law, they'll just chop your head off.
Arnold! Oh, no.
Whoops! We have a small problem. Arnold, don't be scared, but you are buried alive. Just like Rodrigo Cortez. Stop yelling already. Screaming increases panic, heartbeat, and accordingly the amount of air you use. And you have a maximum of 2 hours of breathing in your coffin until you run out of oxygen. Arnold, your phone! You're only 2 meters deep. Hooray! There's one line of connection. Call your loved ones. They'll save you. But this isn't certain because for them, you're dead. They'll probably think your call is someone's stupid prank. Try to connect to the internet. Your post will be seen for sure, but only after they like a cat in a funny suit, a new post by Ariana Grande, and a funny-shaped potato. I have it. Geotag posts get 79% more engagement, and a post that says oil was found will 100% attract the attention of Donald Trump. In critical situations, a person's animal instincts wake up. Well, I expected that it would wake up in you. Arnold, when lacking oxygen, people often see hallucinations. Maybe we can Google what to do. Don't hammer a nail in your life like it's a coffin lid. Get out of your comfort zone. There's no way. Oh, Kill Bill 2. Do it like Uma Thurman. You need to punch a hole in the lid. Be strong in spirit. Collect all your anger like Naruto. Ooh, did it hurt? You need to somehow break the lid. Look if you have anything in your pockets. Ew, Arnold, what is that? Oh, give me a break. You won't even need them outside the coffin. Ooh, this will do. Break through. Hit. It's like you're trying to escape from fascists or from the whining songs of Billie Eilish. You did it. Now you have to tamp all the dirt into the coffin to clear your way out. You have to lift your shirt so that it can be tied over your head. This is so that you don't suffocate from dirt falling on your head.
Arnold! Arnold!
Arnold! Wake up! Hallucinations again. It's way easier for a person to get from out of a depth if it's equal or less than their height. Bad weather doesn't justify taking a day off. What? You don't want to go to work? Then I suggest you work in bed. When NASA was studying how zero gravity impacts a person, They paid $18,000 to a volunteer to lie in a bed for 70 days. Just don't even think about getting up, Arnie. I hired a sniper who will terminate you at your very first try. You will eat, drink, and do everything else while lying down. See ya, buddy. Hey, did you get any sleep? How are you doing? I guess not so cool. It looks like you're gaining weight. All the energy that comes from the food you eat isn't going anywhere. But bed sores, that's bad. Due to high blood pressure, blood stops flowing to the skin. Hold on, old sport. Good news, Arnold. You're close to the record set by Soviet scientists, 370 days in bed. You don't look so hot. Every day you're losing 5% of your muscle mass. On top of that, your bones are also damaged. And due to your lack of mobility, your bones don't repair and they quickly start deteriorating. And paradoxically, falling asleep lying down becomes impossible. Without a shift in activity, the brain doesn't know what time of day it is or when it's time to sleep. But this does have its perks. You can watch all your favorite shows over and over again. I'll leave you here now. Enjoy the show, Arnold. Arnold, this is the first time I've seen you so happy. I suggest we continue the experiment. I'm going to lock you in the bath for 30 days, but on one condition. I'm turning off the water and leaving you just the food you have right now. Yeah, you probably shouldn't have eaten so much. If you don't get out of the bath for 30 days, apart from bacterial skin infections and your nails peeling, you'll have two options. Either complete dehydration and the loss of 1.3 gallons of water, or hyperhydration, when your body gets much more water than necessary, and which leads to swelling of the brain. Arnold, you're consuming food and water at an alarming rate. Surprisingly, due to your prolonged immersion in water, your skin will become dry and cracked, and it'll become really easy to get a skin infection in such dirty old water. Just one thing, Arnold, please, don't look at your hand. To spend 30 days in a bath sipping cocktails, your skin needs to be more like a seal's. After all, they have 20% more subcutaneous fat than humans, which provides excellent waterproofing and protection. But now, as a carrier of intestinal parasites dangerous for humans, you're unlikely to be welcome to such a party. Arnold, you really don't resemble a seal at all and are completely unsuited for aquatic life. But on the other hand, your bathroom is now a paradise for plants. Your palm tree has bloomed. Mushrooms are growing on the ceiling, and it seems that somehow wheat has sprouted from your toilet. You have nothing to eat or drink. No. Please, Arnold, don't tell me you're planning to drink that water. It's full of gunk and microbes in your hair. Yuck! Don't say I didn't warn you, Arnold. I know someone who can help. Dr. Joe has a secret formula that can reduce any pain. But you redheads need more anesthesia than ordinary people. This is due to a gene that gives you your red hair color. Our bodies are made up of a huge number of cells. In order for them to interact, there are special proteins in the cell membrane, ion channels. Ion channels are something like gates for the senses. Thanks to them, we can feel warm and cold, smell and taste, and also experience pain. You can eat plenty of chocolate, Arnold. It's scientifically proven that chocolate can cause headaches. Perhaps, Arnold, this defect suits you, since you'll never have to feel the physical pain that I have to inflict on you. But don't celebrate just yet, buddy. Pain can also be emotional. So hold on. For example, unrequited love. This type of pain is experienced by people who sold their Bitcoin in 2015. Arnie, friend, cheer up. You don't feel pain, and this can help emphasize your individuality. For example, you can insert a diamond into your forehead, just like the famous rapper Lil Uzi Vert. There are some people in the world who don't feel any pain at all. This is a consequence of a defect in the SCN9A gene. Such people can distinguish cold and hot. They feel touch, but the pain signals don't come through. Arnold, are you really gonna beat up Tagai's boyfriend for that kiss? Remember, Arnold, not feeling pain doesn't mean that you're immortal. You need to go to the hospital immediately. I see. You're still the same lazy guy. So while you don't feel pain, even ordinary tape will do. Oops, it looks like the effect of Dr. Joe's drug is over. Welcome back to normal life, Arnold. What the heck? Why do you look like that, Arnie? Children are watching this. You can't just go and change your style. You ruin everything, you derf dingle. Okay, did you know that on average, you speak 7,000 words a day? And after a year of silence, what in the... Arnold, I do everything for you. You should listen to me. Arnold, have you gone loco? This stereo system can output over 150 decibels. It'll burst your eardrums. Even a numbskullion like you should realize you simply can't do that. Okay, Arnie, that's it. Enough. I'm taking not only your stereo, but also your phone, laptop, Xbox, and all your toys. You thought you were gonna resist me? Are you serious? Come here, you little schmuck. Take that, you ingrate. Don't you dare. Don't you dare turn on that stereo.
What the heck? Arnold, if you do that again, I'll watch What If You Were Sawn Alive into 1,000 pieces. That's it. Now get yourself cleaned up. After a year of not speaking, your voice will drastically change. Our brains tune our voices, relying on hearing. In a year, your ears will forget how you sounded. Besides, talking after a long period of silence will hurt. Without exercise, your vocal cords will become weaker, and your lungs will be quickly getting depleted of oxygen. You look strange. Are you all right? Did you change somehow? Remember, you can always talk to me.
Hey, I see the late-night beer bash is a big success. But don't forget, in the morning, you got a conference of below 60 IQ YouTubers. And if you're late, your career is toast. There's no time for the toilet. You gotta hold it, buddy. The bladder comfortably holds 150 to 200 milliliters of fluid, but after 400 to 500 milliliters, you'll feel some pressure. You must have drunk a lot. Looks like the boss is in a bad mood, and for sure he ain't gonna let anyone take bathroom breaks. Fluid is absorbed into the kidneys, then descends through the ureter into the bladder. You're probably feeling a bit stressed, Arnold, because now you gotta hold the pee in with your muscles. I recommend you don't laugh, Arnold, or sneeze, or cough. Anything like that weakens the muscles, and you might start leaking. Hooray! Break time! You're saved. The average person goes tinkle 6 to 8 times a day. Ooh, no luck there, Arnold. In ancient times, rules of decency allowed people to go wee-wee in public, and the division of toilets into men's and ladies only occurred in 1792. Okay, break's over, buddy. Now it's your turn to give your presentation. If you hold it in for a long time, the bladder walls can stretch, so you can hold even more PP. But this can be dangerous. Bacteria and acids in your urine can crawl back up into your kidneys, causing cystitis and pyelonephritis. It seems, Arnold, that everyone approves of your dissatisfaction with company policy. Come on, Arnold. I know you can hold it a little longer. Just 50 more talks and then you're free. Well, that's it. Time to go home. And Arnold, I advise you not to make any sudden movements. If your bladder is that full, it could pop. Yay! You're almost home. Now we just have to get through the morning rush hour. Move slowly. Oh no! It seems your neighbor's coming, Arnold. You know, the guy who likes to give everyone a big hug when they meet. Hey, stop eating in the store. Those vegetables are GMO, genetically modified organisms. This tomato contains a silkworm gene, and your normal everyday cucumber has a 40% similarity to a human from a genetic standpoint. But don't be afraid. GMO isn't scary, and I know just how to prove it to you. Let's genetically modify you, Arnold. It's illegal to do such experiments on human beings. But in 2018, 2 genetically modified babies were born in China. They were programmed to have immunity to HIV. Now, we're in the Pentagon's tippity-top secret laboratory. They mainly produce GMO soldiers. CRISPR-Cas9 is a new technology that allows the DNA of one organism to be implanted into the DNA of another. A regular fish was implanted with genes from a bioluminescent jellyfish. Now it's a glowfish. Vegetables are modified for longer storage and better taste. But what about you, Arnold? Do you want to be taller? We can use the Michael Jordan gene. And we'll remove the sweating gene from you, so you stop stinking so much. And meet Arnold 2.0. A new life has begun. Without sweat, people will finally sit next to you on the bus. And your neighbor's grandma will stop calling you a short little red-headed virgin. Now she'll just call you a red-headed virgin. Yes, genetic engineering isn't perfect yet, but it is the future. Designer GMO babies are coming soon. And it'll be possible to remove the cruelty gene from criminals. It's a new stage of evolution. Sweet dreams, Arnold 2.0. Hey, what's going on? Arnold, did you steal all the syringes from the lab? What, you want to inject yourself with the strawberry gene to smell good and a corgi gene for a perfect butt? Don't do this, Arnold. Stop! Oh, ye gods, what have we done? I was wrong. Genetic engineering is dangerous, not only for the organism, but for the whole city as well. I think you should find out more about the upcoming surgery. The first successful head transplantation was done by Charles Guthrie in 1908. He did it on dogs, though. One of the heads was sewn to the neck of a dog's body upside down. In the 1950s, Demikov achieved full functioning of a second head. He transplanted 20 heads together with the front half of the dogs. Then the head of one dog was transplanted onto the body of another. And then there was a monkey, which, after transplantation, even tried to bite one of the doctors. In 2013, Sergio Canavero announced plans for a human head transplant. The estimated cost was $12.8 million. In 2017, under his leadership, a dead human head was transplanted onto a corpse. Actually, it suits you, Arnold. Now it's time to rehearse your part. I hope you don't screw up and disgrace these beautiful heads. You're gonna have to juggle as you ride your unicycle on a springboard through burning hoops. Yay! They don't seem to like you being so stupid, Arnie. Try not to interfere with the professionals managing your body. All that's required of you is to not spoil the performance. The grand premiere. All eyes are fixed on you, Arnold. Today, you are the main part of the show. Fingers crossed, buddy. You're doing great. Just a little more, and is that Tagaya over there? Did she come to see you? No, don't get distracted. Not now, Arnold. What a doofwad. By trying to be a gentleman, you disgraced yourself and the Trull brothers. That was the greatest failure. So, you're saving innocent souls, are you? Be careful not to get yourself into trouble. Phew! Seems like you dodged a bullet there. Or not. I guessing you're going to be stuck here for a while, and you'll have to survive without any food at all. Try to imagine you're Angus Barbieri, a man who didn't eat anything for over a year. Shocking doctors. He lived a normal life, going to the toilet just once every 40 days. At the end of his fast, he weighed 180 pounds, having lost 275 pounds. After 12 hours of fasting, you turn pale and weak. But a fat person feels better because they have fat tissue reserves. At this time, dizziness sets in, and an unpleasant smell comes from the mouth. Oh, Arnold, there's water here! See, Arnie, always look on the bright side of life. Fasting can serve good purposes. Gandhi fasted for 3 weeks in protest against the caste system in India. Christian Bale lost 66 pounds for his role in The Machinist. And medieval monks fasted to hear the voice of God. Like if you wouldn't last a single day. Unlike a person's mind, on the 4th day, the body accepts hunger as a given. During this time, a sharp loss of weight is observed, along with weakness. The body always needs food. So when it's not there, it has to use fat and muscle tissue. This releases ketones, which are extremely harmful to the body. Headaches and weakness develop. And in the worst cases, there's vomiting with gastric juice, confusion, and even death. After 2 weeks, you'll have a constant feeling that you're cold. Your consciousness often becomes cloudy, and you don't understand what you're doing. Oh, Arnie, here comes help. Arnold, wake up. I have a surprise for you. Of course, you know I'm your ally in battling your social phobia. I've decided to help you by moving you further away from people, specifically to the top of Mount Everest. The mountain's other name is Chomolungma, and it's the highest point on planet Earth. By the way, just saying, but you owe me $50,000. This is the average price for an expedition up here. To survive at the top, you need top-level equipment. After all, there's very little oxygen, and it's extremely cold. Go down, quickly, at least a kilometer. Hurry up, Arnold, but move as slowly as possible. Oxygen is only 1/3 the normal here. Try to save your energy. Lack of air causes the brain to misperceive time. Crawling 5 meters in 3 hours sounds a little too slow to me. Fortunately, the wind at the top reaches 200 meters per second, and it can help us. You can fly 8 kilometers in just 3 minutes. But be careful, the ledges may get in your way. Lucky you fell into the trash. Everest tourists leave so much garbage on the mountain that the government pays $2 for every kilogram of garbage collected. I see you're trying to pay me my $50,000 back. Arnold, try not to breathe so much. At a temperature of minus 60 degrees Celsius, your lungs will begin to dry out. Mountain coughs are so bad they can even break your ribs. I'm sorry, Arnold, but climbers can't remove corpses from Mount Everest. It's impossible. Moreover, corpses are used as height markers for mountain peaks. Well, Arnold, at least you found something useful to do. I see you're really happy to be here, buddy, especially after such fiercely cold conditions. I think perhaps you're enjoying it a little too much. Hello, Arnold. It looks like you started hallucinating from a lack of oxygen, and someone brought you to the campfire. I'm glad that you woke up, but there are still 6 kilometers ahead of us. Unfortunately, I don't think you have the strength left to reach home. But wait, Arnold, I have an idea. You can repeat the feat of Marco Siffredi. In 2001, he descended Mount Everest on a snowboard. I believe in you, Arnold. Multiple broken bones and the last stages of frostbite. But we reached the Earth! Arnold, it's unbelievable! Come on, shout with me. Hooray! Arnold, I was just kidding. You can't scream in the mountains. It can trigger an avalanche. Don't worry, Arnold. I'm not going to leave you here. You still owe me $50,000. Arnold, come on. This isn't fair. Okay. I'm gonna go get a shovel. This is the world's first bioengineered human skin. In 2011, Dutch scientists created a goat that could produce material for spider webs in its milk, and then they turned that stuff into human skin. This skin is 15 times stronger than steel, and it can stop .556 caliber bullets. The study officially ended. But what if the experiments continued in secret? Congratulations, Arnold! You just volunteered for the Bulletproof skin test. Wow! You still alive, Superman? So, a successful test. Hey, Arnie, these guys seem pretty happy with the outcome, but they want to up the ante. A grenade launcher fires a grenade from its barrel at a speed of 120 meters per second, and it can pierce 50 centimeters of steel armor. Now we need something more serious. For example, skin made from fullerene. This is the strongest material known to science, an allotrope of carbon, and it's 200 times stronger than the strongest steel. Congratulations, Arnie. Your fullerene skin can withstand a rocket-propelled grenade, which, of course, cannot be said about your brain. The shockwave has turned it into jiggly jelly. But luckily, you're in a super-secret lab. That's right, Arnold. Perfect time to get away. After all, now automatic weapons can't hurt you. In fact, you can't be strangled, and even getting hit by a car won't hurt you. But your strength, Arnie, you little wimp, that hasn't changed a bit. But instead, as I can see, now you've got nerves of steel. But the problem is, Arnold, now you have to hide for the rest of your life so that no one knows that you've got super skin. Wait, what? I see, Arnie. You'll do anything for likes. Well, each his own. Anyway, make sure that stubborn streak of yours doesn't go sideways on you. Even Superman has weaknesses. Did you really think no weapon could get through that skin of yours? You've been sent to a place from which nobody has ever escaped. Guantanamo Bay Prison. Arnold, didn't you hear me? Nobody has ever managed to escape from here. They don't even try, because it's impossible. And if anyone even dares to try to escape, he'll have to find a way to get through 20-centimeter thick metal doors, down an endless maze of corridors with surveillance cameras, fight off vicious guard dogs, get over super high voltage 5-meter tall electric fences, through razor-sharp concertina wire, and past dozens of guards in every sector. At the moment, 40 of the most dangerous criminals in the world are held at this prison. And you, my friend Arnold, are on the list. Congratulations! Nevertheless, you're not allowed to talk to any of them. After all, every prisoner is in strict solitary confinement 24 hours a day. Speaking of time, it's time to have lunch. Let's see what's on the menu for today. All right, what do we have here? They only have one special prison dish, something called Nutriloaf. Nutriloaf is a prison punishment food made from leftovers without the slightest hint of salt or spices. Good Lord, that makes me want to barf. I have no idea how you're going to eat it, Arnold. So, you're not going to eat it. You decided to go on a hunger strike as a sign of protest. Oh, and look, how cute. You made a little dolly friend out of bread to keep you company. Well done, Arnold. But I think you overreacted about the food. I completely forgot to tell you, but Guantanamo Bay is not a place where human rights are given a whole lot of thought. So, if someone goes on a hunger strike, for example, he's force-fed with a tube that's pushed up one of his nostrils. Okay, so this plan doesn't always work. But don't think for a minute that this is over. A whole smorgasbord of tortures are waiting for you. Water, cold, music, and electric torture are all being practiced in Guantanamo. And the cherry on top is sleep deprivation. After just a few days of such torture, your brain and muscle functions weaken, your thinking processes and your will can now easily be broken. After a week, due to lack of sleep, you'll start hallucinating. As a result of which, Arnold. Can you hear me? Now, what the bejeebers is that? Wow, your bread friend came to rescue you! Arnold, you're free! The only question is, where did a walking bread man get a high-powered laser weapon? As I already told you, Arnold, you're bescrewed, buddy.
Hello, Arnold. So, you decided to bulk up, did you? How dare they? Arnold, show them what you're worth. Wow, Arnold, your blood pressure's never been this high before. Be careful. High blood pressure affects the blood vessels in your eyes, which can lead to vision loss. Usually, such vision loss is temporary, probably. Anyway, to get home safely now, you need a guide dog. Guide dogs undergo training that lasts 1.5 years, and the cost of a guide dog can reach $20,000. What? A dog is too boring for you. What about a pony? Training a guide pony is easier than training a dog. Plus, it's a great option for people with allergies or for Muslims. Cool hat, Arnold. Being blind, you don't have quite so many leisure options. So, put on your headphones and relax. But remember, exposure to sound above 85 decibels damages your hearing. By the way, the volume of headphones is 95 decibels, and a rock concert reaches 115 decibels. The noise of a jet engine reaches 160 decibels, at which eardrums burst, and 180 decibels is lethal. So you're home, Arnold. Do you live at the spaceport? No. Well then, be careful. Arnold! I'm sorry, but on top of everything, you've also gone deaf. But don't despair. For communication, people who are both deaf and blind have access to tactile sign language, the Lorna alphabet, or the Braille glove. The glove is a device with contacts made of conductive material. When connected, data is transmitted based on the Braille principle, and vibrational indicators are used to receive the signal. Hey, looks like you've mastered the glove and returned to your workouts. Only instead of the gym, you've walked into the women's locker room, buddy. This is awkward. But hey, at least your vision is returning, even if just for a second.
What the jumpin' Jiminy is this place? Looks like a college dormitory at not the best university. Wow, Arnold! Looks like you could be a superstar in a new reality series. How on earth did they get a file on all you guys? Whoopsie daisy, I guess they got you here by mistake. What do they want from all of you? Uh-oh. I don't like this at all. Arnold, haven't you been able to sleep? A day without sleep leads to headaches. Your hearing becomes noisy and difficult, and your memory becomes impaired. You need to sleep. It's believed that on average, a person can endure no more than 5 days without sleep. That's when the real test begins. Optical and auditory hallucinations begin to appear. The first to set a no-sleep world record was 17-year-old Randy Gardner, who stayed up for 11 days. But this was later beaten by Robert McDonald, who stayed awake for 19 days. But the representatives of the Guinness Book didn't confirm it. And conducting such kind of experiments on yourself is quite dangerous for your health. You're the only one left, Arnie, old pal. I'm reminded of one legend about Soviet scientists. They put 5 people in a room for 15 days with a stimulant gas that kept them all awake.
Are you spying on people? You know, it's not so nice to be a peeping Tom, especially so blatantly. I warned you, Arnold. If you stare at the sun, get ready for eye burns, you numbskull. Our eyes are the road on which light-sensitive cells travel. They love the sun. but from a distance. When you look at the sun, you send them straight into a fire. Also, ultraviolet rays damage the proteins in the eye lens, gradually impairing visibility. Look out, Arnie! Oh no, you've fallen into wet concrete, and you can't get out of it. So you're gonna have to stare straight at the sun. The longer you look at the sun, the deeper the ultraviolet rays penetrate into your eyes. First, they burn the outer layer, the cornea. Then they damage the proteins in your eye's lens. And then they reach the light-sensitive cells of the retina. So, you're not crying anymore, are you, Arnie? That's because there are no more tears left in your eyes. What's that? Could it be a cloud? But today is football day, and the authorities are artificially dispersing all the clouds. But that isn't the worst thing. You really shouldn't have put those matchsticks in your eyes, buddy. What, you didn't think you'd dream of the sun again? Arnold, you've gone blind! Sun-induced blindness can be central or peripheral. In special cases, night blindness can occur. That's when a person can't see anything in poor lighting. Let's check your vision. Find the like button and press it. This way we'll know your eyes are okay. Wake up, Arnie. I told you that spying on Berta was a bad idea, and these are the consequences.
What happened? Did you just get fired from McDonald's? Don't worry. Every person is talented at something. For example, heard of a guy from China who got into the Guinness Book of Records because he didn't blink for 57 minutes. Hey, where did you go? Arnold! What? You broke the record? How? You glued your eyelids! Oh my God, it's really dangerous! Blinking is necessary to lubricate your eyes with moisture. Our lacrimal glands contain antibodies, lysozymes, and electrolytes. Without them, your eyes will become defenseless. So I'm afraid you won't be able to admire your literacy for long. The smallest particles in the air will begin to settle on the eyes and scratch them. In addition, the longer you don't blink, the more you want to. Arnold, there is one secret. Blinking has another function. It shares the information you receive and renews your attention. This means that the more interesting stuff you see is, the less you want to blink. Try to distract yourself with something calming. Yes, I think a good old black and white movie will do. There are 3 types of tears: reflex, emotional, and basal. Because your eyes are dry, the tear glands are trying to make up for the lack of moisture. But the movie isn't bad either. Oh no, who knew the film would have a nuclear explosion in it? Arnold, how do you feel? Bright light hurts you, your vision gets worse. These are signs of conjunctivitis. It needs to be treated properly. It sure won't go away by itself. Be careful when reading the drug instructions, Arnold. With vision of +5, it's very difficult to read up close. But with myopia at -5, you'll have problems with viewing objects in the distance. Ladies, stop it! He didn't see anything! Arnold! Wake up! Looks like you got beat up by the pharmacy security and you lost all your belongings. I wouldn't stay in such unsanitary conditions for long. Don't have the strength to go. Eerie similarity to the symptoms of adenoviral conjunctivitis. This happens when the retina is torn and the virus penetrates through it. Arnold, get up! You'll develop abscesses and retinal detachment, and you can go blind forever. You see these halos of light around? Thank God, it looks like someone called the ambulance. What's wrong again?
Who would ever agree to go on a date with you, Arnold? Well, I must say it's good that you had the sense to put on glasses to look smarter. But she's gonna meet the real you. Are you planning to wear somebody else's glasses the whole time? That's really not the best idea, buddy. A person's eye with poor vision is like a misaligned camera where the image doesn't hit the sensor. Glasses lenses help direct the image more clearly onto the target. Wearing prescription glasses on healthy eyes is like knocking a well-adjusted camera out of focus. Forward to meet love. Be careful careful, Arnie. With glasses on, you're just like a nearsighted person with their glasses off. You might need some cover-up for that. Or maybe you'll use that photo for Tinder. The retina of the eye functions like a sensor in a camera. It consists of 130 million neurons. One could say the eye is an extension of, or really even a piece of the brain. 8 grams of brain outside the main brain. If the eye were a camera, it would have 576 megapixels. The most expensive cameras today only have 50. Are you taking vegetables to a date? That's an odd choice. Arnie, are you afraid that the glasses will ruin your precious vision? Some believe that wearing glasses on healthy eyes can affect the eyeball and lead to nearsightedness or farsightedness. But that's a myth. Wearing glasses won't ruin your eyes, but there are many other factors that could lead to a complete loss of vision. In such cases, one can use donor parts from another eye. For instance, a cornea of one eye costs $30,000. Do you like it salty? The main thing is not to overdo it. Again, you're behaving like a total... Although, never mind. Let's see if you're worth your salt. Just look how salty everyone is. Well, almost everyone. You've angered the elite of society. I never thought that such worthy people, salt of the earth, would be capable of locking someone in a warehouse. Throughout your life, you consume 1,100 pounds of salt. That's the weight of a grizzly bear. The norm is 1 teaspoon of salt per day. That's equivalent to 6 packs of chips, a large bucket of popcorn, or 128 cans of soda. Hit like if you didn't know that soda contains salt. Arnold, you're in a salt warehouse. What an irony. Here you have table salt, sea salt, black Hawaiian salt, and even the most expensive salt in the world, Amethyst Bamboo 9X. Its price is up to $100 for 8.5 ounces. Don't eat it, Arnie, or you'll be paying for it for the rest of your life. The word salary comes from the Roman word for salt. Until the 5th century AD in ancient Rome, soldiers were paid about 14 pounds of salt per month. Money and clothing were not provided. Therefore, soldiers had to procure these things themselves. Arnold, you shouldn't have eaten so much salt. It's caused swelling in your head and extremities, as well as nausea, dizziness, and weakness. And your body wants to pee 15 times a day. You'll never want to buy salt again, buddy. In 1930 in India, the British introduced a salt tax. Protesters, led by Gandhi, started a march of 920 miles to the Arabian Sea to evaporate free salt from it. 90,000 people were arrested, and salt riots broke out across the country. Wow, so many different antidepressants. Something tells me you're not interested in reading the directions either, are you, buddy? All right, so you have 2 packs of Prozac, 75 tablets of Celexa, 5 packs of Zoloft, half a jar of Lexapro, and a whole lot of sedative syrups of different varieties and colors. Not that this will necessarily cure your depression, but once you start collecting medicines, it's hard to stop. The only thing that really concerns me is the tricyclic antidepressant. But if I know you, I know that sooner or later you'll start using that garbage too. Oh, here we go again. Let's see what you took this time. MAO inhibitors can lead to delirium tremens, hence your hallucinations. Dizziness, tremors, seizures, all are caused by serotonin reuptake inhibitors. The euphoria and pleasure you're experiencing come from tricyclic antidepressants. By the way, did you notice that you haven't eaten in 8 hours? Models sometimes take antidepressants to not feel hungry, and dreams under antidepressants appear closer and more tangible. So, Arnie, was it all a dream or was it real?
What now? You don't want to self-medicate anymore? Wait, Arnold, what are you doing? You can't flush the pills down the toilet. You ignoramus. Due to antidepressants getting into the sewers, fish have become more aggressive. You remember that Toby is a piranha, right? Due to fluoxetine getting into the water, fish are losing their individuality, and the effect is preserved for generations to come. Dang it, Arnold, you better take him to the vet. Did you already forget what happens when you diagnose and prescribe treatment yourself? The piranhas seem to have acquired a taste for human flesh.
What the heck? Why do you look like that, Arnie? Children are watching this. You can't just go and change your style. You ruin everything, you derf dingle. Okay, did you know that on average, you speak 7,000 words a day? And after a year of silence, what in the... Arnold, I do everything for you. You should listen to me. Arnold, have you gone loco? This stereo system can output over 150 decibels. It'll burst your eardrums. Even a numbskullion like you should realize you simply can't do that. Okay, Arnie, that's it. Enough. I'm taking not only your stereo, but also your phone, laptop, Xbox, and all your toys. You thought you were going to resist me? Are you serious? Come here, you little schmuck. Take that, you ingrate. Don't you dare. Don't you dare turn on that stereo.
What the heck? Arnold, if you do that again, I'll watch What If You Were Sawn Alive into 1,000 pieces. That's it. Now get yourself cleaned up. After a year of not speaking, your voice will drastically change. Our brains tune our voices, relying on hearing. In a year, your ears will forget how you sounded. Besides, talking after a long period of silence will hurt. Without exercise, your vocal cords will become weaker, and your lungs will be quickly getting depleted of oxygen. You look strange. Are you all right? Did you change somehow? Remember, you can always talk to me.
Seems like you played for a little too long today, Arnie. The only sensible solution is to go to bed. Good night, Arnold. Spending the whole day playing video games won't go unnoticed. After such excitement, something terrible can happen. For example, sleep paralysis. REM sleep is a state in which the body is immobilized. With sleep paralysis, your brain wakes up, but your muscles stay frozen. So you can see and hear, but you can't move. During these moments, hallucinations start to occur, and it feels like a demon is sitting on you. But this isn't for long. What's wrong, Arnie? Are you afraid to sleep in the dark? About 10% of people on Earth suffer from nyctophobia, the fear of darkness. Scientists believe that this trait is genetically inherited. Our ancestors were afraid of being eaten by nocturnal predators, and so our imagination paints the most terrible pictures in the dark. Ooh, it looks like there's someone behind that window. Ha! In the world ranking of candy-ass scaredy pants, you, Arnold, get first place. All fear is formed in the amygdala of the brain. A feeling of fear is formed in this little tiny 1.5 centimeter sac. There were actual cases when people's amygdala was destroyed due to a disease called Urbach-White. This permanently disables the fear response. But this most definitely doesn't apply to you, Arnold. You're afraid of everything, even your own shadow. Okay, I'll turn on the light, just so you know that nobody's here. But sleeping with the lights on is a bad idea, too. It suppresses the amount of melatonin produced during sleep, which can lead to excess weight. Therefore, the choice is obvious. In order not to become an overweight, yellow-bellied poltroon, you need to sleep in the dark. Yeah, falling asleep when it feels like someone else is in the room is not an easy task. Maybe it's just your imagination. Ugh. Or maybe not.
So, you decided to eat only spicy food. to become like your favorite superhero, the Blazing Surfer. You're in for a hell of a job. Super spicy peppers, mega spicy wasabi chips, KFC wings. Oh, Arnold, I wish you'd be more careful. Capsaicin is responsible for the spiciness in all products. It affects the taste receptors, creating a sensation of burning. This triggers an adrenaline rush, increases heart rate, and raises body temperature. Spicy food satisfies hunger faster and increases energy expenditure, and this contributes to weight loss. But an excess of spicy food can provoke gastritis. That's indigestion. With regular consumption, the sensation of spiciness becomes dull. Arnie, this is your chance! A chili eating contest! And the Blazing Surfer's gonna be there! So, Arnie, your competitors are a Mexican and the devil himself. And you, Arnold, are gonna be eating the world's hottest chili, the Carolina Reaper. May God have mercy on you. Spicy food doesn't cause stomach diseases. The cause is harmful bacteria that enter the body with raw food products. If the illness isn't progressing, consuming spicy food can even help prevent the spread of bacteria. But remember, if spicy food causes discomfort, minimize its consumption. Keep smiling, Arnold. After all, spicy dishes contribute to the release of the happiness hormone. After coming into contact with the pepper, under no circumstances should you rub your eyes. You'll get a mucous membrane burn. And don't attempt to wash it down with water, as this will actually intensify the burning sensation. Milk can help. The citric acid present in milk, lemon, or orange can wash away capsaicin from the receptors and provide relief. Come on, Arnold, you can do it! Your idol is watching you. That's it! Arnie, old buddy, old pal, you're in luck. Doctors have managed to improve your sense of smell by transplanting onto you a dog's nose. Of course, you need to get used to it first. But hey, now you don't even need to use a filter in Snapchat. A dog's sense of smell is 100 or even 1,000 times better than a human's. And a doggy nose can smell a smell at a distance of 1 kilometer from its source. With a dog nose, you can even determine a person's physiological and emotional state. However, it's better not to fool around with cleaning products. The smells of vinegar, ammonia, and chlorine are especially unpleasant for a dog's nose. Whoopsie daisy. Arnold, I think you better run away. Pretty cool, yeah? Dogs are macrosomes, meaning they actually live in a world of smells. For them, their sense of smell is like vision for us. So it's not that bad to have a dog's sense of smell, is it, Arnie? 1 milliliter of water contains 3.35 times 10 to the 22nd power molecules. A dog's sense of smell can detect among all those molecules a single chosen molecule of a substance. So, with such a nose, you can always find the most delicious pizza. Or pretend to be a psychic and find people for money. Or even get a job as a king's bodyguard. But wait, instead, you're buying a lottery ticket again? Wait, listen. Do you hear something? Are you dreaming of being Spider-Man? That's cool and all, but just don't tell me you want to get bitten by the spider. It's a black widow. The poison of this spider is 15 times stronger than the poison of a rattlesnake. It's good that they don't attack people first, or you'd be sorry. Wait, Arnold, did you swallow the spider? The path to the stomach through the esophagus is like a steep water slide with a pool of hydrochloric acid at the bottom, and that acid will easily neutralize the spider's venom. If you wash the spider down with a glass of water, it'll reach the stomach in just 2 seconds. But without any liquid, its fall will take 9 seconds, and it has lots of time to bite you. Get ready! Black widow venom contains the neurotoxin alpha-latrotoxin. When you're bitten, this neurotoxin attaches to the receptors of nerve cells and causes an influx of calcium there. And this releases hormones that cause convulsions and paralysis. Arnold, you did want superpowers, didn't you? Now your abs can stand even a sledgehammer. And what about a 4-hour erection? Or eyes that protrude from their sockets? Somehow, I think you look more like a supervillain, Arnold. What is it, Arnie? Do you regret eating the spider? Let's take advantage of the hallucinations and look at some other options. Here's Arnold. He was bitten by a 6-eyed sand spider. Its venom causes internal bleeding and tissue necrosis, and there's no antidote. And here's the victim of a bite from the world's most poisonous spider. According to the Guinness Book of Records, the Brazilian wandering spider. Its bite in most cases leads to cardiac arrest. But back to our reality. Fortunately, only 5% of adults die from black widow venom. After 12 to 48 hours of the most terrible torment, the effect of the poison stops. Arnold, no, stop! That's just an innocent little house spider. It's not poisonous at all. Bad weather doesn't justify taking a day off. What, you don't want to go to work? Then I suggest you work in bed. When NASA was studying how zero gravity impacts a person, they paid $18,000 to a volunteer to lie in a bed for 70 days. Just don't even think about getting up, Arnie. I hired a sniper who will terminate you at your very first try. You will eat, drink, and do everything else while lying down. See ya, buddy. Hey, did you get any sleep? How are you doing? I guess not so cool. It looks like you're gaining weight. All the energy that comes from the food you eat isn't going anywhere. But bed sores, that's bad. Due to high blood pressure, blood stops flowing to the skin. Hold on, old sport. Good news, Arnold. You're close to the record set by Soviet scientists. 370 days in bed. You don't look so hot. Every day you're losing 5% of your muscle mass. On top of that, your bones are also damaged. And due to your lack of mobility, your bones don't repair and they quickly start deteriorating. And paradoxically, falling asleep lying down becomes impossible. Without a shift in activity, the brain doesn't know what time of day it is or when it's time to sleep. But this does have its perks. You can watch all your favorite shows over and over again. I'll leave you here now. Enjoy the show, Arnold. Oh my God, Arnold! What did you do to yourself? I wasn't serious about the sniper. Ooh, I see you've decided to create a real tropical paradise for yourself. Don't you think the palm tree from the living room is a bit much? All right, here's some more food, drinks, and new friends. Rubber duckies. Have fun, Arnold. How about some beneficial bubbles? Hydro massage can mimic physical exercise such as squats, pull-ups, and push-ups. When vibrating, the muscle fibers contract, thereby increasing in volume. And in just 30 days, they'll reach their maximum strength and endurance level. You, Arnold, oh lazy one, will definitely like it. Arnold, this is the first time I've seen you so happy. I suggest we continue the experiment. I'm going to lock you in the bath for 30 days, but on one condition. I'm turning off the water and leaving you just the food you have right now. Yeah, you probably shouldn't have eaten so much. If you don't get out of the bath for 30 days, apart from bacterial skin infections and your nails peeling, you'll have two options. Either complete dehydration and the loss of 1.3 gallons of water, or hyperhydration, when your body gets much more water than necessary, and which leads to swelling of the brain. Arnold, you're consuming food and water at an alarming rate. Surprisingly, due to your prolonged immersion in water, your skin will become dry and cracked, and it'll become really easy to get a skin infection in such dirty old water. Just one thing, Arnold, please, don't look at your hand. To spend 30 days in a bath sipping cocktails, your skin needs to be more like a seal's. After all, they have 20% more subcutaneous fat than humans, which provides excellent waterproofing and protection. But now, as a carrier of intestinal parasites dangerous for humans, you're unlikely to be welcome to such a party. Ooh, deja vu. Calm down, you paranoid pinhead. Stray animals often break into houses to find food. Or maybe the world around you is a simulation. Relax, buddy, it's an optical illusion. If you change your viewing angle, everything falls into place. But after all, truth be told, everything you see really is just a figment of your brain's imagination. Light entering your retina is converted into an impulse that transmits information to the visual image processing system. From there, the signal goes to your brain and you see what you see. And when, woo, what a beauty! Another glitch or a consequence of popular trends in mass markets? Such synchronicity can make you think you're losing your mind. Yes, Arnold, you're right. This definitely needs to be recorded. But take your phone out of your pocket slowly and carefully, buddy. Or the police might think that you're reaching for a weapon. This is how the illusion works. The reticular formation in your brainstem becomes excited. Hey, where are you going, you coward? Arnold, who's this? No, don't even think about it. This is not the Matrix. That's a bad idea, Arnold. Almost as bad as making a sequel to the legendary trilogy. Meet Arnold is a hallucination, and the effects are now 300 times stronger. And Arnold's brain turns into goo.
Meet Arnold, and today he's in Europe checking out this ancient temple. And it's pretty creepy in here. Hey, who turned off the light? Arnold, you better not touch anything. What's going on? Arnold, run! Mother of God, it looks like we're now in the 13th century, and we're here during the Holy Inquisition. What an awesome trip! The main mission of the Inquisition was fighting the heretics. Hey, what did Arnold even do? Ooh, I think I get it now.